All right, so we're going to start, call to order the October 15th Batavia Park Board of Commissioners regular board meeting at 7 p.m. Shelley, please call the roll.
Bradley.
Here.
Dorsey.
Present.
Tillman.
Here.
Gray.
Here.
Here. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We do have one adjustment on the schedule, or on the agenda rather. We're going to delete 14A, and we will bring that up next month. So I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda, or to establish the consent agenda as follows. The approval of the meeting minutes for the regular board meeting of September 17th. Approval of the meeting minutes of the executive session of September 17th. Approval of the meeting minutes of the special board meeting of September 22nd. The paid expenditures, expense report summary, investment summary, income summary, purchases, and the park district's safety manual.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Dorsey. Any further discussion? Shelley, please call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Dorsey.
Aye.
Bradley.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So I entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as established.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Dorsey. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Guest matters from the public? Seeing none, moving on. Matters from the commissioners. Any commissioners wishing to make any comments or public address tonight?
We had our indoor facility workshop with the public that went really well. A lot of people, we got a lot of really good feedback. The turnout was great. I think there had to have been more than 30 people. I don't know exactly how many
That's
were
great.
there. And people were really excited. So it seemed like a very positive kind of thing from the community.
That's great. Well, I appreciate you going that evening.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyone else? Okay. Next item on the agenda is the Batavia Parks Foundation.
Well,
Lori?
as usual, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
We are going to have, have been planning to have a casino night later this month. We have decided to go ahead actually and postpone that. We've had some circumstances beyond our control that have come up. We are looking forward though to having that in the spring. We'll be processing refunds and stuff within the next 48 hours. Sometimes it's better not to continue to kind of push a bad position.
Yeah.
We just had a couple things that came up. We're like, you know what? It's just better to go ahead and do it. So we're looking forward though to that in the spring. We had some really good excitement, so we're really disappointed, but it was a better decision.
Sure.
But on to other more exciting things is park cleanup that we had this month. We had over 50 people come. We had Girl Scouts, we had Cub Scouts, we had the Interact Club from the high school. We had a group that came in honor of a Batavia High School student who had passed away, trying to do something good for the community. And then we just had a whole bunch of people who showed up. I had a little guy who I think was in first grade who was there to pick up litter because he's really interested in litter. It was so much fun. So we were able to go through, kind of got a list here, we were able to, we pulled weeds. We had lots of kids down there, really did so much good work pulling weeds and making sure that was done. We removed stumps. We had a couple of groups that got out there and really
Went at it.
Really went at it, yeah, really, they won over the stumps. It was a little questionable there for a while, but they pulled through. There were some posts that were taken out by a group that came over from IMSA. We did weed whacking, they're cleaning up brush, all sorts of great stuff. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. I think probably for me the best thing was we had people who were coming up and saying, we had so much fun. When can we do this again? So we're really looking forward to doing that again in 2020.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
So
Thanks very much.
That's
Awesome.
what we have at Batavia Park Foundation.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you sharing that with us tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Next item on the agenda is announcements. Katie? Sorry, didn't mean to startle you.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm ready.
Right now? Okay. Okay, Katie, we got announcements.
I'm ready to go. So coming up this month, the Batavia Park District is excited to host the second annual Halloween house decorating contest. We want to see your scariest and most frightening house decorations this season by competing against your fellow Batavians to win Best Overall Theme and People's Choice. Judging for Best Overall will take place on Wednesday, October 23rd between 4 and 9 p.m. And People's Choice is going to be online voting open October 24th through the 30th on the district Facebook page. The deadline to enter your haunted house of horrors is Tuesday, October 22nd, and there's just a $5 fee. And then also get ready to turn the page on Thursday, October 24th at Pachakacha Night at Shannon Hall, brought to you in cooperation with the Batavia Public Library, where presenters show 20 slides for 20 seconds, each for a total of 6 minutes and 40 seconds. It's a unique way for each presenter to share their story. The doors do open at 5:30 and the show starts at 7. Tickets are just $10 and they can be purchased at the door if you want to pre-register. Visit Batavia16.eventbrite.com. And then also, it's not too early to start thinking about the holidays. You can experience the magic of Batavia and save the date for the annual Celebration of Lights Festival on Sunday, December 1st from 5 to 7 p.m. You can go check out the district website for the full festival schedule. And then speaking of Celebration of Lights, don't forget to donate to Light Up the Bank at the Depot Museum. You can purchase one bulb for $10 or 3 for $25 and see how bright we can light up the bank for the festival this year. Visit BataviaHistoricalSociety.org to learn more, and all the proceeds go towards the Batavia Depot Museum expansion project. And of course, if you have any questions about any of our upcoming events, you can visit our website at bataviaparks.org, or you can give us a call at 630-879-5235, and we'd be happy to help you out. Thanks.
Thanks, Kate. All right, next item on the agenda is staff reports. So first, we'll start with any updates staff has for the board.
I'll be talking about the capital stuff a little later, but I wanted to...
I just want to know, Jim, why you get 2 spots on the agenda.
You know, I have wondered that for years.
I think he makes the agenda.
I think so.
Yeah.
I just have
They're on to you.
All right. I want to put a plug in for our memorial program. All the information is on our website under the Parks and Facilities section. This year, in 2019, we have now done, or we will have done by the end of the year, 4 memorial benches and 7 trees.
Wow.
So it really is a marvelous program, and we have had some pets this year also, but mostly it's been loved ones that have passed, parents or siblings, all manner of things, husbands, wives. It's wonderful that they feel they want to pass that on and leave something for those folks. So if you are interested, listening audience, please check out the website, and you can give me a call here before the end of the year. We might still be able to get something in. So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Staff has been putting the final touches on the budget. We're going to have our board retreat in a couple weeks from today. I know it's gone fast. After the CDP retreat, that's a very large portion of our budget. That set a lot of our targets for next year. Staff met after that to do a retreat at the leadership team level where we make sure that all our metrics are in line to support that plan that we set for the next 5 years. We're very fortunate that we're able to invest a lot in the community here every year, both from really driven a lot by the revenue that staff generates in the program. So I want to give everyone credit there. They put a lot of effort into that document and really making sure that we are funded in that manner. And we're looking forward to discussing that in a couple weeks with the board.
Great. Thank you.
Well,
while we're still on the topic of money and spending it, not so much making it. Thank you for your support in our capital improvement program. It allows us to purchase equipment. One of the things that I highlighted in my board report was our athletic field line painter. And this unit is amazing, and the more I hear Matt Axnabad, who is our athletics field crew leader, talk about how well this machine works, it has a system that will allow when we have to rinse the tank after we're done spraying. And so we put the water in, and the paint and the water don't combine until they're at the tip, so the lines don't get filled except for at the very end. When we rinse it out, that rinse water goes into a storage container that we house inside the building, and we circulate that water throughout the day 24/7. But we could use that water that is actually paint water to dilute the paint. So we've already reduced our paint consumption by over 50%.
Wow.
Yeah, I was reading it. That's amazing, that whole
Plus,
recycle
the other part
program.
is when we rinse it, we're not putting it into the AAA rinse station into the sewer. We're reapplying it. So it's a green initiative for our green committee, which Katie's in charge of, and without the support, yeah.
I approve.
And you can do numbers and letters and everything. It's not just lines, right? You can do
Right.
whatever you
Yeah.
have a stencil for, you can do, right? Yeah, that's
Exactly.
awesome.
What's your idea?
Logos.
I'm just saying, it's more than
It's
just
our pleasure.
lines.
You guys do all the hard work. so-
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it's working. I just wanted to share in that
That's
excitement with
fantastic.
you
Yeah.
and keep the tradition that, we started with board members on the excitement of buying equipment.
Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Eric.
much.
So I just wanted to piggyback on what Tom Dorsey said about the indoor facility workshop. Nothing about money.
Okay.
We had a really great turnout, but if there's anyone out there that wasn't able to attend the indoor facility workshop, we do have a stream of the live presentation on our website, as well as the comment cards that folks filled out at the workshop. We have a fillable PDF version available on our website that you can email into us. So if you weren't able to join us, we'd still 100% welcome any of your feedback. So if anybody out there wants to take a look at that, we will hope to hear from you. All the final details for the 50th anniversary gala are going really well. I'm super excited. It's just a couple weeks away. Spots are filling up fast. The event's on November 2nd, but the RSVP date is October 31st. So we're just reminding everyone out there, if you'd like to be a part of the celebration, make sure you get your tickets soon. And other than that, Rec, Museum, and marketing staff, we had our wrap-up meeting for the road rally that we hosted just this past September. It was originally supposed to happen way back in April, but because of the snowstorm, we had to move it to the fall. We ended up having 16 teams, and it was a really popular event. We got the survey results back, and a lot of folks really wanted us to bring the event back in the future because it was just part of the 50th anniversary celebration throwback events. But we've decided we are going to bring it back in 2020, but we're going to make it a walking edition that's more on mission. So we're going to try that out and see how that works for the public. So we're looking forward to hosting the Road Rally Walking Edition next spring. So we'll give it a try again.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Allison provided her executive director's report via email to the board, so you should have all received that. So the next item on the agenda is 14B, the annual operations report for the Hall Quarry Beach.
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
You can pull it down so it's,
Not in my face.
yeah.
Obviously, we're just going to go over our 2019 season. With it being my first season, I had a lot of support from the staff. I mean, I obviously have never run a pool before, so having support from Brittany and then the entire staff, I felt that it was a successful season for my first season. Go ahead, yeah. So just a season summary, we opened May 25th. I think the month of June, we were open maybe a total of 18 days because of the weather. It was a pretty wet, cold, yucky month of June. And we closed Sunday, August 11th. Kind counting those, we are open 80 days total throughout the summer. We opened at noon and closed at 6. Season pass holders came in, were able to come in at 11:30. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, we are open until 6. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, open until 7. We close at 6 those days because we do offer rentals Tuesdays and Thursdays for the public to rent our facilities. Our season pass sales this year, we sold 2,603 family and individual passes this year. Our Aloha Week was outstanding. I give credit to marketing and the front desk and Facebook and everything. We sold 1,800 passes just in our Aloha Week, which ran from February 25th until March 2nd. And then, like I said, total was over 2,600 passes, and our total revenue was over $100,000 in just season pass sales. So give credit to all of that and the public for coming out for being such a yucky season. And we definitely made it a great opportunity for the Corey to make those season pass sales. Our daily admission, throwback picture. We sold, our daily attendance was 18,373, and our total revenue was $171,080. And then we are, this year it is in the report too, we are increasing our Way Back Wednesday and our daily admission rate for resident and non-resident for the 2020 season. Just to, it hasn't really been increased, so we are going to increase it for the 2020 season.
Expenses don't go down.
Yes.
No, they do not.
Not there.
Hold on, go back. That handsome gentleman in the back with the Tom Selleck mustache and sunglasses, that's Dan Brace,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
one of our past Park Foundation people.
All I can ever think of is Caddyshack.
Sorry.
Our concession stand, we offer frozen treats, candy, pop, pretzels, all of that. And our most popular, obviously followed by hot dogs and mozzarella sticks. We sold 56,093.55 this year compared to the 58 last year. But again, with this season, we weren't as busy on certain days, so we're going to drop a little bit in cost for concession stands due to the fact of it being closed. And yeah. We had 12 parties this year, 3 tween nights. We do host the triathlon in June, 9 deck rentals, and then we did have less parties this year, but I think with, again, the weather just, we had an influx of July and August for rentals and parties, but it just, they were coming in kind of sparingly in the beginning of the summer.
Sure.
Our attendance history, again, like I said, 18,373 this year. We fluctuate every year, but the weather was, again, not our friend. Our personnel, that was my wonderful staff this year. I have to give them credit too. They were an outstanding group. We had I had 28 returning employees and I had 34 new guards this year. So with that, I was extremely impressed by how they were. My managers did really well. They taught me, I taught them just new things. And I couldn't have asked for a better crew for the first summer that I had down there. So yeah. Our Star Guard, our audits, our June audit, we did a 3-star rating, but all of what we took from Star Guard there, we put into our July and August. It was just our zone extreme scannings that they had to work on, and Jenny P came down from Paderma also and met with our managers and our guards just to go over more of the those zone extremes and proper ways of scanning just to help them improve with the new faces, something new and that they increased on and did better each audit. I am actually the most proud of our swim lessons this year. We increased our count by 39 students this summer alone, and one of my managers, Shannon King, was my swim lessons lead, and we revamped our entire swim lessons program. We had new lesson plans, communication with staff, and just the change in how parents reacted, the emails and the voice notes that I received from parents of how thankful they were that their kids were actually getting in the water and not afraid to swim. It's the Quarry, it's dark, it's cold water, especially at 9 in the morning, and they got in and kids didn't complain and they were actually learning to swim. Side story, there was 2 boys from Mooseheart that didn't know how to swim, and by the end of the season, one of my guards had them jumping off the high dive.
That's awesome.
So it was really amazing to watch them progress through the entire season.
That's cool.
That's a life skill.
Our bottom line financials, thanks to Mitch for helping get these numbers out. As you can just see, we are projected in our actual sales. Some of them are higher, some of them are right at the same, but I feel that we did a pretty good job this summer for the season being not the best. So yeah, that's my part.
That's great.
Good job.
That's a good report. That is better than some in the past. I would like to try to see if we could get attendance up a little bit, but I realize that it's hard when you have a rough June, because that's usually, if you start the season strong, usually you can carry that number, but when you start the season weak, it's just because of weather, it's really challenging.
And some of them with the attendance too, we did have some issues with the computers, so it didn't clock how many we were there. But I mean, I don't think it would vary that much from.
Yeah, and also with a young staff down there, I realize it's challenging to get higher scores and ratings. It's more important that they get the proper training and that they're doing their job. But I think it would be good for you for next season to set a target for at least one 5-star sometime in the summertime for your staff.
For sure.
Because I know they can do it.
Oh yeah.
We know they can do it.
For sure.
But great first year.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Nice job, Batavia.
Very good.
All right, Jim, we're back to you again.
Number 2.
You got a marketing.
Oh, we have a
I'm at
marketing one. I'm
portion.
sorry, did I miss something?
It's really brief.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, Katie, go for it.
Well, really
You
quick,
get 2 tonight then.
I do. I was like, oh, I get 2 too. 2. Really quick too, I just want to say on behalf of the leadership team, as well as Brittany, who couldn't be here this evening, but couldn't be more proud of Beth Ann LaFleur's performance this year for being her first year. The Quarry is a big undertaking while juggling summer special events as well. And so I think she just did an excellent job. So I just wanted to say that first and foremost. But yeah, really quick, don't want to be too redundant in some of our notes, so I get to share some more exciting stuff with you guys that I enjoy from a visual standpoint. Something that when I first got hired here in 2014 and I first saw the Quarry was I wanted to see a mural down there someday. And so I was super excited that we were able to make that happen this past spring. We worked with local artists Joshua Schultz and Rebecca Extel and commissioned them to create this this fun, colorful mural. They actually visited Hall Quarry Beach the summer of 2018. They walked around and they talked to people that were just there spending the day. They talked to lifeguards, and they asked them what kind of mural would they like to see. And so I thought that was really exciting that a lot of this came from sort of the nostalgia of summer that the Quarry really means to a lot of families here or people that come back for the summers. And so I was really excited that we could also add more public art into our park system. So that was fun. And we actually, kind of the goal with this too is that was a nice, fun, colorful backdrop that more families and kids, tweens and teens, who are our biggest audience members there, would maybe take selfies with it and share it on social media. And that did happen. So I was really pleased to get a lot of those pictures over the summer. So that was one of my goals with this project as well. So hopefully maybe someday in the future we can add additional murals down there. Something else with the 50th anniversary, we wanted to introduce a group of role models to the youth of Batavia. So we created the Summer Squad. They're kind of loosely based off the Power Rangers, but they were meant to be just some young youth in Batavia that could be, just a positive influence. And so they helped us out at our 3 special events at the quarry this summer. So we had Wacky Water Olympics in June, Beach Ball Bonanza in July, and So Long Summer in August. And so it was just something fun that we were doing that we might introduce some more with some pop-up events in the future. For the coupons and deals, surprisingly, Neighbors Magazine actually rose to the top. In the past, it's been some of our own internal coupons that we put out there, but our top coupon this year was Neighbors Magazine. So we got a ton of those back. We got, I forget how many we got. I think we got 86 total. But something else that we decided to change with some of our coupon tracking is we changed up some of the designs so that we could better track where which paid advertisement that coupon was located, so that we could measure the return on the investment. The top deal, once again, was Groupon. We had huge numbers this year. We had 1,500 sold with 1,100 redeemed, which was massive. It was a 75% redemption rate, which was pretty great. Overall, all of the coupons and deals added up, it was a 41% increase from last year, which I thought was really surprising. Sometimes with the increase in the Aloha season pass sales, we see some of the daily admission go down a little bit. But this is a good, strong indicator that we're still reaching folks in a larger radius that are coming to Batavia to kind of as a tourist attraction at the quarry. So hopefully those folks are also coming in there shopping, eating, contributing to some of the economy here in Batavia. Something new that Beth Ann and I had worked on too, we help figure out what kind of merchandise is going to be sold at the quarry. We kept all of the previous season merch items, which was this fun little inflatable duck. We had our pump squirters, our football flingers, very kid-centric merch, but again, because we have so many teens and tweens that hang out at the quarry, we thought we would bring in some fanny packs. We thought that'd be really cool. They didn't sell so great, so maybe we're not as cool as we think. So we have a ton. We're gonna maybe, I don't know, we'll try again next summer. So
give them away. Give them away.
I don't know. I thought they were in again, so
maybe not.
They're supposed to be making a comeback.
Yep. That's what I had heard. So,
what do I do?
But that helps us make decisions that maybe we should just focus on kid stuff. So
we tried.
But the inflatable ducks sold really well this summer compared to last summer. So that was really nice to see a lot of those floating out on the quarry waters. Just real quick too, just other goals coming up for next year, in addition to what Pat had suggested earlier. Next year is the 100th anniversary for Hall Quarry Beach, since it officially became a beach and wasn't just a swimming hole. And so we'll be having some celebrations planned for that. A lot more throwback photos to enjoy. Something new this year, we also introduced a new key fob system that we had to kind of plan out 2 years in advance. So we switched everyone over to the new fob this year, but what it allows us to do is as of January 1st, we can have all of our current season pass holders purchase online. In the past, they've had to come in person.
Oh,
so this
great.
will be a huge customer service to folks that don't have to physically come in with their busy schedules. And so I think this will really help make it even easier for people to get passes this year, this coming season. So that'll help a lot. We see a lot of potential too with increasing deck rentals. Of course, it's weather related too. You never know. But some things that that I identified this year was maybe some better signage near the deck area that you can rent. So that's something that I would like to do for next season. And then we'll absolutely have our Aloha Week flash sale once again sometime this winter. It is a surprise. If you call us ahead of time, we will not tell you when it is. It is a flash sale. So we only announce it 7 days prior to the sale. And then other than that too, we know that the minimum wage increase is coming, and Palo Quarry Beach is one of the facilities that's most impacted by that. And so of course, marketing is just one component of that puzzle to figure out how we can offset some of those expenditures, which we don't have a lot of flexibility with, but we can at least look at different ways to bring in more revenue, possibly through sponsorship or other increase in deck rentals and things like that. So those are on the back of our mind. But overall, I thought it was a really great season, and yeah, looking forward to the next one.
Great.
Man, 100 years, you imagine what Paderma would have had heyday down there?
I don't want to think about that. Wow. Thank you.
Crazy.
Good work. All right, next item on the agenda is Capital Planning Plan Progress Report.
Here we are, a second time.
Oh, Jim.
I wanted to, along with the pictures in the report, I had got some extra ones afterwards. This is one of the new column bases out at the Big Woods Shelter. Since 2003, we've had faux stone bases. These are real stone, and hopefully they are going to last for a lot longer than the old ones did. So I hit that and go forward. Here she is, all done in her new clothes. It was pressure washed on the top, and new wrap around the columns was constructed, and then of course the stone bases. She looks really beautiful again. The slab, which I didn't get pictures of or show, was recaulked. All of the cracks were cleaned and recaulked so that the slab is going to last us a lot longer. The foyer for the Shannon Hall, this is the work that was done last week. This is the new carpet square flooring that was put in. We all just think it's awesome. And then the trim color, the new cream wall color, and the door colors, which is a third color. So Eric gets 3 cans of paint instead of just 2. But it really is, it's wonderful. We are planning on taking these colors on into Shannon in the future. It hasn't been quite determined when, but soon, hopefully in the next year or so. All right. We had the day off yesterday, but the window people over at the Eastside Center didn't take a day off. They installed all these beautiful, awesome color panels. Please drive by. You will absolutely love it. They have made a giant pop on that new glass wall.
That looks great.
Yeah, it's going to be fun when the kids show up. I did not get back up there today, but I'm sure they were able to notice it. Work up there, of course, has wound down to a few last things. We're still waiting for the screens for the HVAC stuff. That's our last real piece of the puzzle up there. So we're going to get that wrapped up hopefully soon. And we're looking forward to next year.
Great.
There you go.
All right. 16A, new business. So we have the approval of the operating. One second here. Let me go through things. So the approval of the operating agreement between the Batavia Park District and the Batavia Historical Society. So I entertain a motion to approve the operating agreement between the Batavia Park District and the Batavia Historical Society as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Gray. Any further discussion? I just want to say it's been a pleasure working through this process with the Historical Society, understanding that they have an intrinsic value here in Batavia, and we certainly want to continue our working relationship, which we fostered for many, many, many years, certainly my time here sitting on the board. So I'm very pleased that we were able to reach agreement. And Shelley, call the roll.
Tillman.
Aye.
Gray.
Aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Dorsey.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. Next item is the approval of resolution number 259, estimating the amount of taxes to be levied for the 2020 tax year.
2019 tax year.
Oh, that's misstated.
There's 20 on here.
That's okay.
Calendar year. That's mistaken.
It's misstated.
For tax year 2019.
It's the tax year 2019.
Got
Because
it.
we're always in arrears, right?
Yeah, we're always in the rear, so. So this is the amount annually that the Batavia Park District levies to collect our taxes. We are a tax cap county, so therefore, any amount we levy is also adjusted by the county and put in the appropriate percentages in the appropriate funds, so we cannot levy for more than the tax limiting rate allows.
Correct. Well stated.
Thank you. So entertain a motion to approve resolution number 259, estimating the amount of taxes to be levied for the tax year of 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Gray. Any further discussion? Please call the roll, Shelley.
Tillman.
Aye.
Gray.
Aye.
Riley.
Aye.
Dorsey.
Aye.
Callahan.
Aye, motion carries. All right, so, this is the annual fund.
Throwdown.
Yes, item number 16C is the IAPD member credentials for the annual meeting designations. So we have to provide some appointments of commissioners to be named designees and alternate for the annual meeting at the at the Illinois Association of Parks meeting, which is typically held Saturday afternoon of the conference.
In January.
In January.
Chicago.
Anyone leaping to become the primary or alternate?
Yes, this coming January?
Yes.
January.
I'm not leaping.
You're gently stepping up.
No, I'm just verifying.
So I would be happy to be the alternate because I will be down there Saturday afternoon, so. But I've been the primary for a few years. I'm going to give up the chair, as they say. Anyone?
I don't know if I'll be, I don't think I'll.
That's the thing. I need to see what day, do we know what day it's going to be?
It's the
Well,
Saturday.
there's a lot of Saturdays.
No, it's the
between- I think it's the last.
25th.
25th on here. This is accurate.
January 25th.
Yeah, it says
What do you?
3:30.
There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things happening.
You can nominate somebody other than yourself. Right?
I'm not crossing that bridge.
Did you do it last year, Tom?
That's a good one,
Did you do it
Tom.
last year?
And you miss a meeting and you come back.
I nominate Tom.
All right, Tom has been nominated.
Yeah, I'll do it. I haven't done it for a couple of years, so.
Okay. All right, so I entertain a motion to appoint Commissioner Riley as the designee and Commissioner Callahan as the alternate to represent the Batavia Park District as voting members during the annual meeting of the Illinois Association of Park Districts.
So moved.
Second.
You jump right on that.
Yeah, you can jump it on that.
Motion by Dorsey, second by Riley. Look at that. All right. All right, Shelley, call the roll before it changes.
Aye.
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 Gray.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries.
I think that one was the quickest ever. That was awesome.
We could rotate every year. Like next year,
You can do it, Tom.
yeah, next year.
Last year?
I thought you weren't going to do the bridge.
I thought you did last year. Didn't you?
Oh,
last
did
year?
I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to.
Said,
I remember being there.
that shows how much fun you had.
It's a fascinating meeting.
Hey, bring it good.
Yes, I've been there.
All right, so the next two items on the agenda are first readings for the governance manual and the administrative manual, so please review those and provide any comments back to Shelley. In the meantime, I'll get them to Shelley, and then she can get them to the appropriate parties. And we will take those under advisement for action at next month's meeting.
And just one comment, and I don't know if this is just the timing of the things, but both of these are extremely long. I didn't know if maybe we could, maybe next time, space them out over a couple months.
Well, I think, I mean, this is typically we've been taking these by section. So,
Yeah, normally we do like a section of like 5 pages or
Right,
so, and like
right.
slogging through this thing is, man.
So-
I mean, we'll get it done, but it's
I
just a lot of
know,
reading.
so our Distinguished Agency Accreditation is coming up, so that's why we're going through this. We have to review it, we have to authorize it, but I think we've actually approved most of the individual sections. So I think this is kind of the culmination of all of our work over the past 12 months. So I guess,
Is there any way to identify the things that we've already covered? This thing is 400 pages.
that's a good question.
So, I mean, if we've gone through a bunch of these sections and hashed out all the details, we should have a record of that, right? Be like section 105.3. Don't have to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that'll help.
Thank you.
Then we can take action.
Yeah.
And we can
knock it out.
Yeah, we can do it. Excellent. All right, so that brings us to the final item on our agenda, which is the executive session. So I would entertain a motion to enter into executive session for leasing property and land acquisition under 2C5 of the Illinois Open Meetings Act.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Tillman, second by Gray. Call the roll, Shelley.
Tillman?
Aye.
Gray?
Aye.
Bradley?
Aye.
Dorsey?
Aye.
Ryan?
Aye, so we are going to go into executive session. We have no action items as a result of executive session, so we appreciate you sharing the last 40 minutes with us this month and look forward to seeing you in November. So thank you very much.